welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of metaphysical phenomena. You know, the stuff that seems so out there, so fringe, that it makes you question the very fabric of reality. But here's the thing about the universe: it doesn't care about our preconceived notions, it just is. And sometimes what is can be truly mind-blowing. From the bizarre world of quantum mechanics to the mysteries of consciousness, we're tackling some of the biggest questions humans have ever asked. So buckle up, open your mind, and get ready to explore the incredible world of metaphysical phenomena. Alright, let's start with a real head-scratcher: the double-slit experiment. Imagine shining a light through two slits onto a screen. You'd expect two bands of light, right? Well, that's what happens with normal waves. But light, it seems, likes to play by its own rules. When scientists first conducted this experiment, they found something truly bizarre. Instead of two bands of light, they saw an interference pattern, like what you'd get with water waves. This suggested that light, which we often think of as particles called photons, was acting like waves. Scientists decided to fire single photons, one at a time, through the slits. You'd think each photon would go through one slit or the other, creating two distinct bands. But nope, the interference pattern remained. It's as if each photon somehow knew about both slits and interfered with itself. This, my friends, is the heart of quantum mechanics. The idea that particles can exist in a superposition of states, meaning they're in multiple places at once until we observe them. Does reality exist independently of our observation? This experiment suggests that it might not. Hold on to your hats, because we're about to get even weirder. Quantum entanglement, as Einstein famously called it, is spooky action at a distance. Imagine two particles, linked in a way that even when separated by vast distances, they remain connected. How connected, you ask? Well, if you measure the state of one entangled particle, you instantaneously know the state of the other, no matter how far apart they are. It's as if they're communicating faster than the speed of light, which, according to everything we know about physics, shouldn't be possible. Scientists have actually entangled particles and observed this effect. Quantum entanglement is a Pandora's box of potential, and we're only just beginning to understand its implications. Now let's talk about you, the observer, and the role you play in all of this. Remember the double-slit experiment? The weird part is that when we try to observe which slit the photon goes through, the interference pattern disappears. It's as if the act of observing forces the photon to choose a path. This is the observer effect, and it's a cornerstone of quantum mechanics. It suggests that consciousness, or at least the act of observation, has a direct impact on the outcome of quantum events. In other words, our very presence influences reality at its most fundamental level. Some physicists believe that consciousness might be a fundamental property of the universe, just like gravity or electromagnetism. Maybe consciousness isn't just something we have, maybe it's something that permeates the universe and plays an active role in shaping it. Let's shift gears now and talk about something a little closer to home: our own mortality. Near-death experiences, or NDEs, have fascinated humans for centuries. People who have come close to death often report similar experiences: a sense of peace, a light at the end of a tunnel, encounters with deceased loved ones. While some dismiss these experiences as hallucinations, others believe they offer a glimpse into what happens after death. The consistency of the reports across cultures and time periods is certainly intriguing. Could NDEs be evidence that this is more than just wishful thinking? While we can't say for sure, the possibility is certainly thought-provoking. Have you ever felt like you knew something was happening somewhere else, even though you had no way of knowing? That's the basic idea behind remote viewing, the alleged ability to perceive information about distant or unseen targets using only the mind. During the Cold War, both the United States and Soviet Union poured resources into researching psychic phenomena, including remote viewing. While the results were often inconclusive, there were enough compelling cases to keep the research going for decades. One of the most famous remote viewers was Ingo Swann, who claimed to have accurately described details of a secret Soviet military base on the other side of the world. Could it be that our minds are capable of tapping into a non-local field of information, a kind of cosmic internet where everything is interconnected? The idea might sound far-fetched, but the evidence, while often anecdotal, is difficult to dismiss entirely. Moving objects with your mind, bending spoons with a glance, controlling matter with thought alone. This is the allure of telekinesis, one of the most captivating and controversial psychic abilities. While it's a staple of science fiction, could there be any truth to it? The scientific community remains skeptical, and for good reason. There's no known mechanism by which the mind could directly influence physical objects. However, anecdotal accounts of telekinesis persist, and some parapsychology researchers believe there might be something to it. One theory is that telekinesis might be related to quantum entanglement. If our minds are capable of influencing the behavior of particles at a quantum level, perhaps we could, in theory, extend that influence to larger objects. While telekinesis remains firmly in the realm of the unknown, it continues to capture our imaginations. The placebo effect is a fascinating phenomenon that demonstrates the incredible power of our minds over our bodies. It's the idea that simply believing that a treatment will work can actually cause real, measurable physiological changes. We've all experienced this in some form. Think about a time when you were convinced you were coming down with a cold, only to feel better after taking a sugar pill that you thought was medicine. That's the placebo effect in action. Studies have shown that placebos can reduce pain, alleviate anxiety, and even improve symptoms of Parkinson's disease. The key seems to be the power of expectation and belief. If our thoughts and beliefs can have such a profound impact on our physical well-being, what does that mean for our understanding of medicine and the human potential for self-healing? We've all experienced those moments when the universe seems to be trying to tell us something. You think of someone you haven't seen in years, and then they call you out of the blue, or you're thinking about a specific topic, and then you stumble upon an article about it. These are synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem to defy the laws of probability. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, believed that synchronicities were more than just chance occurrences. He saw them as expressions of a deeper order in the universe, a web of interconnectedness that links all things. Jung believed that synchronicities occur when our unconscious minds are trying to communicate with us, often revealing hidden patterns or guiding us towards our true purpose. The next time you experience a string of uncanny coincidences, pay attention. It might just be the universe trying to get your attention. Imagine a world where you're aware that you're dreaming and can control the narrative, the characters, the environment, everything. That's the power of lucid dreaming, a state of consciousness where you're asleep but aware that you're dreaming. For centuries, lucid dreaming was relegated to the realm of mysticism and spirituality, but in recent decades, scientists have begun to study this phenomenon more seriously, and we're learning more about how to induce and control these vivid dream states. Lucid dreaming isn't just about having fun in your sleep, although that's certainly a perk. It's also a powerful tool for self-discovery, creativity, and even problem-solving. With practice and dedication, you can become the architect of your own dreams, shaping them into whatever you desire. Let's end our journey into the metaphysical with a truly mind-bending concept, the holographic principle. This theory, born from the world of theoretical physics, suggests that our entire universe might be a hologram, a three-dimensional projection of information encoded on a distant two-dimensional surface. Think of it like this. The information about everything in the universe, from galaxies to atoms to your morning coffee, is stored on a cosmic boundary far, far away. What we perceive as reality is just a projection of that information. It helps to resolve some of the inconsistencies between quantum mechanics and general relativity, two of our most successful but fundamentally incompatible theories of the universe. If the holographic principle is true, it means that our understanding of reality is far from complete. It's a truly humbling and awe-inspiring thought. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing content. See you next time.